let's go ahead and get started here. Soleno, Therapeutics. With the hand gestures, you know. This is probably clinical stage, yes. These blue bars mean clinical stage, and I can confirm that by looking at the description here. Look at that! Clinical stage! How did I ever know? Clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on development and commercialization of novel therapeutics for the treatments of the rare diseases. Lead candidate is these big ol' science words. Once daily oral tablet for the treatment of Prader-Willi syndrome. Don't know what that is. I kind of want to know what that is, actually. That sounds like a very ominous name. Loss of function of specific genes on newborns. Symptoms include weak muscles, poor feeding, and slow development. Getting in childhood, these effects become those affected become constantly hungry. Wow, that sounds awful. I'm sorry for anybody that has this. Being evaluated in Phase 3. Ooh. Phase 3 is pretty good. After Phase 3, I believe that's where the money starts rolling in. Zach seems to think it entered oversold territory 4 months ago. Let me go take a look at the chart and see what that 4 months ago looked like. Holy moly. Very much so. Yes, this is definitely... What caused that sell-off? As FDA requires additional trial for drug. I'm guessing that was it. What is that, March 8th? Go ahead and take a look at the chart. 3, 4, 5, and 8. Boom, down. Almost exactly 50%. Almost exactly 50% from that news. The FDA said it needed an additional clinical trial to support its new drug application for a treatment of Prader-Willi syndrome. Just gonna load sometime soon. That would be nice. Oh wait, never mind. Story's down here. I hate pages that do that. Ah, internet is awful. Who invented this garbage? So that no. Get this out of my face! Soleno slumped after the FDA said it needed additional approval. What is the... Oh, jeez, your website is terrible, bro. Do something about that. So that, what else do I want to look at here? So that happened, and the next thing that I noticed on this chart, so a little bit of a rebound here, a little bit, but then it came back down, kind of been trailing off since then. The next big event I see on this chart here is right here, with this monstrous volume on June 2nd. So I want to know what happened. What happened on June 2nd? That was guessing this. Yeah, June 2nd. FDA has granted orphan drug designation. You know, I've looked at what orphan drug means before, and I don't remember. If I remember right, it means drug that is... nobody can look into on their own because it is cost prohibitive to how much money could be made off of it. Developed to treat medical conditions which, because they are so rare, would not, yeah, exactly, would not be profitable to produce without government assistance. So they got orphan drug designation. That's pretty good. And it gave it a small bump, a very tiny bump that was short-lived. Got 30 seconds left. What else do I want to look at here? I kind of want to give this a buy because I don't see anything indicating that the trial won't come through. Provides regulatory update. I want to see what conversation section has to say, if I have time for that, if all this stuff can load. Company received official meeting minutes from the... we are continuing our dialogue. That's not loading. I do think they're doing good things. I do think they're doing good things, but I'm curious as to why the stock hasn't moved. Because yes, they were asked to do a second trial, which I didn't see that they've done yet. And yet the chart, they've had some good headlines in the meantime since then. But for some reason the chart, well, it's not that the chart doesn't want to move. It did move, but it couldn't maintain those moves. So I know I said I wanted to give it a buy, but it's not a very strong buy because I don't really like the chart movements based on those news. Those news? That news. I can't English. So where does that leave me? That leaves me between a buy and a hold. But you know, hold implies that again, hold is don't buy it if you don't own it, but if you do own it, don't sell it. That's not really what I mean here. I mean that it's a buy here, but not a very strong buy. And I guess, you know, this buy option kind of runs the gambit, whatever that phrase is, of all different kinds of buys. You know, strong buys, weak buys, buys. So yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and give it a buy. I feel like I can have faith that they're gonna come through, because you don't get to phase 3. You don't get to phase 3 by being incompetent, you know? So, there you have it.